Kathryn, when did you start with Mel?
So I started with Mel. Was it February, Mel? I think it was February.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to decide if it was February or March, but I think it was Feb. And I did 3 months on the one-on-one, February, March, and April. And then I was on my ACE, May, June, and July. With Mel's voice in my ear all the time.
I'm glad you can still hear her.
Yeah,
and how's it been going on?
Well, I'm definitely not as disciplined without my coach checking in with me every day. But I think that the principles, the groundwork has been definitely laid down. Like I'm in a much stronger mental space than I was before I had the input from Mel. And I have the inner voice from Mel in the back of my mind all the time. Before, there was really no button. There was no discipline whatsoever. So it's definitely meant that I just think twice about everything that I do to my body, everything I put in and everything I put out, and so since I've gone off one-on-one, I've been a little bit slacker with the discipline of exercising and eating, but I still think that the principles are there, which is it's good. Also, I think I had a goal of my weight in mind, and I didn't reach it with Mel, but I had the goal, and I was like, I'm definitely going to make it to that goal, and I got there on my own after Mel. But since you hit that goal, then you sort of can pause a little bit and go, oh, now I can, allow myself this treat during the week, or, I don't have to be as regular with my strength training. But actually, if you want to stay at your goal, you do need to maintain that disciplined mindset a little bit more than you had thought. So, yeah, but I'm very glad that I've still got Jeff as a part of my life, even if I'm not one-on-one now, I'm joining in the classes. This morning I did one of Edgar's classes, and I'm trying to just make sure that I'm still as regular as I was. What did happen is that after one-on-one, I think I got my strength and ability to train from 0 to, let's say 70%. I got more motivated by the fact that actually I went for 1 or 2 hikes and runs on the mountain with a friend, and then I was like, oh, I don't feel like I'm dying. I can actually maybe do this. And so what happened is that I ended up starting to really enjoy running on the mountain, which has been very, very cool. And I dragged my husband along the one morning because I didn't want to go on my own. And now he and I go together, which is really great. And that's become, a regular part of my week. So I'm trying to find the right balance now between doing Jeff for strength and core and flexibility and things like that, and then the cardio I tend to get more from the running, which is. And yesterday was my birthday, and we even went for a run on my birthday, which is like unheard of for me.
That's the best birthday present.
Run. And she was like, you went for a run on your birthday? Like normally it would be me having a glass of wine on my birthday, not me going for a run on my birthday. So that shows you that they've definitely been very good principles laid down thanks to Jeff. So yeah.
And I think that's what's so amazing. If I think of Kathryn, Kathryn really enjoys life and she loves life, and she's got such a good energy. And for me, if I think about Kathryn, I think how well she's done after the program and have kept up with everything. And she's still lost weight and she's into running, and we touch base every now and again. And it always just makes me so happy that there's still progress. It didn't stop when the one-on-one ended, and it's a good foundation. And just building, and I'm glad that you're hearing my voice. So you're just celebrating your health and wellness.
Yeah, and I feel really good for it. I did a wardrobe sort out, and I got really clothes that were too big for me, which was a nice feeling. That's never happened before. That was really cool. I was like, what? Oh my goodness. And I found jeans that I had to go shopping for jeans that would fit me because I was feeling like every other pair. The jeans that used to be too tight were too loose now. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't feel comfortable and confident in these. So I went to treat myself. I mean, I didn't go overboard, but I just treated myself to 2 new pairs of jeans that feel good. It was a really nice feeling.
Best feeling ever.
It's great. It's very motivating, and now I'm 9 kilograms down from where I started, which is cool. I'm aiming for 10 because it would just be such a nice round number. But people have started to notice now, which is interesting. So yesterday when I hadn't seen a few friends for a while, and then I saw a couple of 2 or 3 people have made a comment, and then I'm like, it's so nice to feel like actually there has been progress. So.
And absolutely, and also the feeling good. It's not just your appearance, but going for a run and actually enjoying it and spending time outdoors and being able to take in the scenery and not just think, oh my goodness, how much longer?
I'm dying, yeah. Yes, that was it. I went for this run. Okay, we couldn't make it up the mountain. It was a bit late and dark and wet yesterday, but we did a little route that we do around our neighborhood. And previously, I would say to myself, okay, just run to the end of this block, and then you'll get it. And this time around, I literally got about halfway around the route before I had to walk and have a break. And I couldn't believe it myself. I was like, what? How am I still going? How am I still running this far? This is ridiculous. So
that is incredible.
Yeah, I've got a long way to go. I'm not like you yet, Mel, but I'm not hitting half full marathons, but I'm getting there.
Absolutely, and you're running your way to new jeans.
Oh yeah, so that's been great. So, and in terms of the food, like that's been a very good, the change of mindset after. I think being on the one-on-one for a good stretch of time, like 3 months, really helped me to lay down those proper good habits, so that I didn't just fall back into my old ways afterwards. And it's been really good for my whole family, in fact. So we all are eating more healthily. My husband has lost some weight as well, and he's slower because he's not so keen on doing the exercise, and he sort of does tend to head for the second helping plate when I'm saying, but that's been really, really good. And now, we're trying to stick to the healthy principles and the Jeff program, which is the 5.5 days and 1.5 day off and things like that. So we're still trying to be disciplined in that way.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And I think it's a good balance, way of living and the way that works for you and your family.
Yeah, that's what I have loved about Jeff. It doesn't feel like super restrictive. You can actually still enjoy life on the weekend.
Kathryn just always had the most amazing looking meals. They were always styled so beautifully, and all of her 1.5 day meals, I was treated to the most beautiful gastronomical works of art with her meals.
Well, that was normally when I was at a restaurant, Mel.
Yeah.
I'm not so good at doing that, but yeah, fortunately,
good.
Yeah. So.
No, I think you're doing really well, and it's nice to see that you.
You were also a client before you.
I was a client of Bridget, who's now all the way in Tokyo with the Olympics, and I was with her for a good solid 6 months.
That's brilliant. When you joined, you weren't as much into fitness, or were you into fitness? What did you join for, Mel?
No, I was always into fitness, but I think kids and life and career and everything, and sometimes a lot of people, eating is such an emotional thing. And when you get down that road of emotional eating and you start eating your emotions, we all, regardless of your fitness or your sporting background, we all lose the plot a little, and sometimes we all just need a little bit of help to get back on track.
Yeah, emotional eating. It is a thing for women.
It is a thing, but there are ways to make it less of a thing, which is good.
Yeah, I think just being aware and suddenly identifying, oh, okay, hang on, I'm feeling this emotion and I'm wanting to shove chocolate in my mouth. So actually I need to do the work that's around this emotion and figure out why I'm doing that. Why is it my default?
Yeah, that's the thing. And also to realize that, you know, food in the end is not gonna, you need to deal with the emotion and work through it. The chocolate, unfortunately, is not going to make it feel any better or take it away. So I think that's also something to learn.
Yeah.
But it's we all on our own journeys and paths, I think, and it's nice to have something like Jeff, which works.
Yeah,
Kathryn, what would you say is like the main?
Sorry, what was that? The main?
Oh gosh, Jenna, we seem to have lost you a little bit.
I didn't hear the question, sorry.
I think we're at the mercy of technology. I think Jenna is a little bit frozen there.
Sorry.
Well,
What do you think the one-on-one journey, and while you've been with Jeff, what is the main thing that you?
Did she say the main thing I learned?
I think so.
I think so. I'm going to answer that question anyway. The main thing that I learned was discipline, because I've spoken to so many friends about this, because a lot of people have asked me, you know, about the process, and I had very little self-discipline prior to Jeff, and having a coach that checked in with you every single day almost taught you to be disciplined. So I think that's one of the main benefits of the one-on-one program, is that coach that does give you that check-in. You know, I've tried to stay accountable to friends after Jeff, and it just isn't the same. Like I tend to, you know, keep a few truths from my friends, whereas the coach, I wanted to do really well. And I also think I went into it with the mindset of like, I've got these 3 months, I need to make them count. And from day one, I'm going to do this to the best of my ability. And I don't want to let myself down having signed up and committed to this. I want to make sure that so the discipline in terms of sticking to my exercise, the discipline in terms of being honest with my coach about where I'm at, the discipline in terms of what food I'm putting into my mouth, the discipline in terms of what I'm buying at the shops when I'm doing the shop, the discipline of choosing the right thing at the restaurant when I go out to eat. All of that has come down to that one key thing. And initially I used to be, I didn't like to restrict myself. That's why I've never been on a diet, and I never worried about my weight, and I wasn't one that had a scale, and, but actually there's something to be said for it, because I think it has such a positive knock-on effect. Once you do prove to yourself you can be disciplined in certain areas, you just feel more confident that you are in control, and you've got more of a, don't really know how to say it, but you feel pleased with yourself. You feel proud of yourself that you've achieved a goal and you've achieved something through self-discipline and determination. And, no one else can do it. No one else can do this hard work for you. You can't get someone else to lose the weight for you or help you to get, to get fit. Like the coach isn't going to help. The coach isn't going to do it for you. You use their skills and their guidance and their knowledge and their encouragement, and you can use that for yourself, but you're the only one who can do it. Like, even if you paid to have a dietitian or a personal trainer or something or the other, you can't expect the amazing results unless you've committed to it. So I think that really is the main thing I've learned. Like, it's up to me. And other friends who've done one-on-one, maybe they don't get the same results, but they're like, or friends who've set the same target of weight loss, that at the beginning, before I did Jeff, a friend and I realized we were the same weight and we wanted to lose the same amount of weight, and we were both like aiming for that number, and we were going to try and keep each other accountable. And I did Jeff, and it really just set me up in the right headspace that I reached my goal, and I've stayed at my goal. Whereas she's still struggling to get there, and it's because I said to her yesterday, well, what is your downfall? What are you struggling with? she's like the sweet things and the, you know, like if you haven't put yourself through the paces of the one-on-one, it is hard to suddenly just switch your brain into a different headspace. That's why the coach definitely helps you just sort of get into that new headspace. Yeah. So
and
that's
I think the
very long
structure and the accountability, it's just how the program is set up. It just sets you up for success, and it's a good platform to base your future health and wellness journey on. I think.
For sure. Like all the principles that they've taught me and the access to the amazing recipes and all the educationals that they do, there's just so much positive that comes from it. So I'm a big fan.
And I'm super proud of how well you've done, you know, on your journey and afterwards as well. And it's nice to see that someone who's ended the program is still maintaining.
Yeah, and thank you for checking in on me every now and again, because yesterday you sent me a message and you said, have you been keeping up your strength training? And I was like, so it is helpful that I need a reminder. A friend that I had coffee with today, she did one-on-one, now she's doing one of the challenges, and she was saying how helpful they have been for her. You know, she finished one-on-one, she had a few months on her own, now she's decided to do some of the challenges, because there is something to be said about that accountability. You know, I can wake up in a cold, wet, rainy morning and feel like, I don't really feel like doing my class. But if you've paid and you've committed and you've signed on the dotted line, and there's a group that are, you know, checking in on you when you've done your session, it's really helpful. And another option I've done is once a week I meet up with a friend and we do one of the classes together. Like that's nice. Yeah, it also has helped me just to kind of keep at it, because it's not the easiest to stay motivated sometimes, especially in winter.
But you're setting yourself up for success in summer.
I bought my new bikini. That was my other goal. I haven't worn a bikini in probably 15 years because I have a 15-year-old child. And I decided I want to try and just see if I feel comfortable enough in one this summer. So it's there, it's in my cupboard. It's on sale, so it's kind of,
that's a goal.
It's my next one. Yeah.
Sorry, Jenna, I missed you. Did you say something?
Sorry, Mel, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, cool. Shane, thank you so much, Kathryn and Mel, for coming on and sharing.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It was lovely. Thanks, Jenna.